Hi, my name is Marianne Quintana, and today is April 14, 2019, and I'm here to discuss about the digestive process and how it works. So first of all, the digestive process begins from the moment that we are chewing our food into our mouth, and that is the beginning of the digestive tract. And the food, when we chew it, it mixes with our saliva that makes it possible for the food to be absorbed by our body so that the body can use it. And after that, it goes to the pharynx or the throat, wherein it is where the food travels to the esophagus, and the esophagus is also called a swallowing tube. And the esophagus also has a sphincter valve, where it prevents the food from passing backwards into the esophagus. And then after it goes to the esophagus, it goes to our stomach, and our stomach is also it's like a sac-like organ that holds our food. And other than that, the stomach secretes acid and powerful enzymes that continue the process of breaking down the food. And then when it leaves to the stomach with the consistency of a liquid or paste, it moves to the small intestine. And the small intestine has three segments, as we all know, and they are the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. And it continues the process of the digestive system in the small intestine, wherein the process of breaking down food by using enzymes released by the pancreas and bile from the liver. Bile is a compound that aids in the digestion of fat and eliminates waste products from the blood. And the contractions or peristalsis is also at work in this organ, because moving food through and mixing it up with the digestive secretions. And then the duodenum is largely responsible for continuing the process of breaking down food, with the jejunum and ileum being mainly responsible for the absorption of nutrients into the bloodstream. And then there are also different organs that help in the process of digestion. And we also have the pancreas, which is responsible for secreting the enzymes into the small intestine. And this enzymes is responsible for breaking down protein, fat, and carbohydrates from the food that we eat. And then we also have the liver, which has many functions, but two of its main function is in the digestive system is to produce bile, and to cleanse and purify the blood coming from the small intestine from the food that we ate, containing the nutrients that it just absorbed. And then we also have the gallbladder, which is a pear-shaped organ that just is located under the liver, and it also stores bile. And bile is made in the liver that then, if it needs to be stored, travels to the gallbladder through a channel called the cystic duct. And then during a meal, the gallbladder contracts, sending bile to the small intestines. And then once the nutrients have been absorbed and leftover liquid has passed through the small intestine, what is left of the food we ate is handed over to the large intestine, or the colon. And the colon is a long 5 to 6 foot long muscular tube that connects the cecum, or the first part of the large intestine, to the rectum. And then the stool or waste left over from the digestive process is passed through the colon by means of peristalsis or contractions, first in a liquid state and ultimately in solid form as the water is removed from the stool. And as the stool is stored in the sigmoid colon until a mass movement empties it into the rectum once or twice a day. That's why we actually are able to pass the food that we ate, during elimination. And it normally takes about 36 hours for a stool to get through the colon. And the stool itself is mostly food debris and bacteria. And then this bacteria performs several functions such as synthesizing various vitamins, processing waste products and food particles, and protecting against harmful bacteria. And then when the descending colon becomes full of stool or feces, it empties into its contents into the rectum to begin the process of elimination. And there you have it. Thank you.